Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you a few kitchen ideas. Now if you're looking to set up a kitchen that's inviting, warm, and aesthetically pleasing, I'm going to share some tips and ideas that you can use for your kitchen to get that look. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, then you already know that I love decorating on a budget. So I'm going to show you how to bring some of these ideas into your home on a budget. I'm also going to share how I bring in seasonal touches on a budget as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I have mentioned in several videos that when I'm decorating for a season or just bringing in a new color, Goodwill is going to be my first stop. Now, to get that aesthetically pleasing kitchen, there are a few things that you're going to want to pick up to have in your kitchen to get the look. Now, for me, my kitchen is the heart of the home. And I love my kitchen to say, hey, this is where we live, this is where we hang out. So I want my kitchen to be warm and inviting. So I want to bring in things like cookbooks, utensils. Those things say, hey, we hang out in the kitchen and we cook. Now, everyone knows that you do dishes. So there's no reason to hide your dish detergent. So make it pretty. Another thing that says we live in our kitchen is serving boards and breadboards. Have them at your disposal if you don't mind having things on your countertop. But a good way to display them is to lean them up against your backsplash. That way they're out of the way. Sometimes in my kitchen, I just like to have a little decor corner. That means it's not functional, it's just pretty. And that's okay. If you are a coffee drinker, by all means, set up a coffee station or tea. You don't have to put a lot on your coffee station. Having your coffee pot out and maybe a few coffee cups, a cream and sugar mug, and let that be it, and then corral it all on a tray or in a basket. I also like to add a little floral arrangement when I can, but I don't like to overcrowd it. Now, another thing that you'll see in an aesthetically pleasing kitchen is a set of high-end salt and pepper grinders. Now, mine are not high-end. I just took the set from the Hearth and Hand collection and spray painted mine in the gold color that is a similar gold to the high-end ones that you see online. Now, a mortar and pestle is another item that you may want to grab for your home. And so guys, these are just a few of the items that some of the well-dressed kitchens are wearing. And so if you want to appear like you got it all together and that you are a great cook, place a few of these items in your kitchen to show you have it all together. Now on my island, I like to go simple because my space in the kitchen is not that large. And I don't like to have large items blocking things that are in the background. So I tend to keep my island a little on the low side. But if you have a large kitchen, high ceilings, then by all means, do that statement vase. I love a good statement vase. It just doesn't always work in my kitchen. But this time for summer, I'm keeping things simple and I want to keep it low with just an arrangement and a candle. Now, you guys know I have a kitchen hutch. Now, I don't always like to decorate it because it can be a little difficult to style it. But for summer, I thought I would give it a try, and I just pulled out some of my light colored dishes I shared earlier in a tablescape, and I just used them in the cabinets here just to style it with some light colors and then bring in a little touch of black. If you have noticed in my kitchen, my color palette is neutral, but for summer I am tossing in a little touch of blue. Now in my breakfast area, I picked up a few items when I was last at Goodwill, and I placed a few of them in the breakfast area, and I think they turned out great. I have this oversized vase that I placed on a pedestal, and then I added some beads just to give it a little bit of character. And then I had a little tray and plate. This can be used as a cake plate, or you can use it as a tray and add candles on it. It has so many uses, but I thought it would be really pretty here in a vignette on my table. And then I picked up a art piece and I placed it above the door. If you're interested in seeing that video and some of the other items that I picked up on my Goodwill find, I'll link that video below. I also picked up a smaller art piece that I placed here, and then I placed another over by the breakfast bar. Now in my hearth area, I was expecting a new sofa, but it wasn't going to get here in time when I needed it, and so I canceled the sofa. And then I decided to place 2 of my chairs here in the kitchen. So in the meantime, until I decide what I plan to do here in this space, I thought I would bring over 2 of my chairs and just display them here in the kitchen area for a more open look. And speaking of a more open look, if you guys haven't noticed, I have a new refrigerator. For so many years, many people have been telling me I need a new refrigerator, and it just hadn't been on the top of my list of things to do. So one day I was in the refrigerator and I noticed my husband had one of the vegetable drawers duct tape. And I said, that's it. We're going to the store tomorrow. And so we did. And we went and got this fridge, and it's simple, just how I like it. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the video today. Let me know if some of these tips and ideas were helpful. Would you do some of these in your home? And what do you think of my new summer kitchen with a little touch of blue? Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you at my next video. And guys, please remember, in my absence while I'm out recovering, I will put out a few videos, but please watch those videos and then go back and watch any other videos that you think you may have missed. And if you are new, go back and watch some of my older videos so that you can see where I started and where I am today. It's a big difference. And so guys, this will help keep my channel going so that when I get back, I won't have to dig my way out of a hole to get my channel back on track. Love you guys. Thanks so much. And I'll see you at the next one.